Right after the break, the voice of change during this Black History Month. You know her name. We've got the story behind a Chicago fixture.
Terrence, we have the voice of change today. Who are we talking to?
A Chicago fixture we're talking about this morning, Mike. Black History Month is a crucial time for reflecting on the way Black Americans have contributed to American society. So this morning, we wanted to highlight a woman researchers say is overdue for appreciation and whose story many say has been whitewashed. Jamal Malone is the CEO of the Ada McKinley Community Services. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Terrence. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Tell us about Ada Sophia McKinley and why she deserves a place in history books.
Well, let me paint a picture for you. Picture Chicago, 1919, in the middle of an epidemic, the Spanish flu, likely cold weather, kind of like what we're facing today, and founding an organization that lasts for 100 years, but not getting historic recognition like similar counterparts, Jane Addams or other folks like Ida B. Wells.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think her work on the South Side isn't in the textbooks like Jane Addams' work is on the West Side?
When you think of conscious actions and decisions, that leads to unconscious bias. So during the time of the 1900s, obviously coming out of slavery, coming out of Jim Crow, still facing segregation here in Chicago, Ada Sophia McKinley started our organization, but did not get recognition locally, nationally, like her counterparts, because of what was going on at the time due to racial issues, segregation, media focusing on certain folks that don't look like me and don't look like Ada. And although a lot of that still is faced today, what we're seeing is those decisions that were made to not cover her at the time. Fast forward to today where she's still not being covered. She's still not recognized in the history books and does not have her place in history.
And her work is still so relevant today. Talk to me about how, so many other organizations have shut down, but Ada's organization is still going strong for, like you said, 100+ years.
The needs still remain, and so we still remain. Her work is everlasting. We've carried the torch, carried the legacy, and you see that we've spent a lot of time dealing with socioeconomic issues, but the root of some of these issues still remain, which is why our work is still so necessary and so important. And the work that we do, we serve at over 70 sites, focused on the south side of Chicago, but also through Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. We have over 500 staff. We've grown our agency to expand our services. We support early learning, high school students, mentoring, college placement. Many folks know Silas Purnell and our world famous college placement program. Also adults with disabilities. We help people find employment and housing. And we also are one of the larger mental health providers on the south side of Chicago.
And that is very important, especially right now, the times we're facing. Jamal Malone with the Ada McKinley Community Services. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Have a great weekend. Try to stay warm.
Thank you so much, Terrence.
All right.